got Serena Williams, who is defending herself against claims that she bleaches her skin.
Interesting.
So apparently there was a video that went viral with her, and people were speculating whether she bleaches her skin or not. So much so that she had to, go on Instagram and go live herself to defend against claims that she actually does this. So this says Serena Williams denies skin bleaching claims. I love who I am. Serena Williams has put an end to rumors that she bleached her skin. Williams addressed the speculation during her makeup routine on Instagram Live Monday. For all the haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. There's something called sunlight, and in different lighting, you get different shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first video, which sparked the whole thing in the first place, and then we'll go ahead and play her defense. So this is Serena Williams. This is the initial 15-second clip that went viral with people speculating as to whether she does something fluky with her skin or not.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and they're almost all of them donated.
You guys know.
All right, so there you have that. She's looking a little bronze there. And then here is when she went on Instagram Live. Wait, let me refresh this, because when you played it the first time, you got to refresh it for it to play again. So here is her defending herself against claims that she bleaches her skin.
Then usually I go back for a third time, and then I put just that neutral color that is actually my skin color. And no, for you haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. There is a thing called sunlight. And in that sunlight, you get different colors. And if I'm not posting and recorrecting my pictures and posting from my daughter's, she had a play that I was volunteering on and had stage makeup on. Yes, I'm calling you out on this, because it is ridiculous that everyone's like, oh, she bleaches skin. I'm a dark Black woman, and I love who I am, and I love how I look. And that's just not my thing. And if people do it, that's their thing, and they have every opportunity, and they should. I don't judge, but you guys do. But that's what this world is about. And I stay in my lane, the non-judgy one, and I keep it. But no, I actually don't bleach my skin. So can we just kind of clear that up? Okay, so that's what I do. I start with my Nothing to See concealer. I only did one side of my face. Follow me. You'll see that I got new wallpaper in my bathroom. Hope you guys like it. I actually hate it. I really hate it, but it actually works better for the light. It gives me more of my true color.
Oh Lord, what's going on, man? Got a little Nick Cannon action going on, man.
I'll be seeing y'all. Okay, so
all right, so there you go. She sounded off against claims that she bleaches her skin. And what do you make of this? What do you think about the initial reaction, and then her going on there talking about, I don't do this, I love my darkness, and blah blah blah.
Listen, man, I don't know. I feel like I was being gaslit the whole time there. She definitely got some type of situation going on there. I don't know if it's a cream, or I don't know what these people are taking for the hue changes that they have, but it's definitely not the same look. I've seen people, man, back when I was a kid, bro, there was I had summer skin, and I had when I was in school skin. When I was in school, man, I'll still be outside and playing and stuff, but it's fall and whatever. But in the summertime, when I'm outside all day, man, I done changed a few tones. So I don't know if she's just not out there on the tennis court no more, or we used to see tennis court skin Serena. And now that she spent all her time indoors, you know what I'm saying, she done went to climate adaptability, and and then with a different tone. I don't know what happened with her. All right, but she's definitely had some work done. I had to look up the character. I was like, she looked like somebody from Thundercats right now, and it wasn't lying though. is a Panthro. I had to look it up. She she looks like Panthro right now. All right, she definitely had some work done cosmetically, and she seems to be struggling with some self identity right now. And so I felt like I was just being gaslit in that video. I know she loves herself to a degree, but I also feel like there's an element of herself that she feels like needs correction. And I think she's been doing some body corrections, and I think people have been noticing it and calling it out. But again, once you're dealing up there with these people that are in these circles, they tend to get a little off kilter. They're not how they were when you first met them, or visually met them, or you see them on TV and you fall in love with that person. They tend to change, and the environment seems to get to them. And I think in this situation here, Serena got in a sense where she felt like she had to correct her body. So if it looks like she's been doing some type of alternative skin routines, and I think the streets have calling her out on it accurately. But what are your thoughts on Serena Williams basically saying that, hey man, she's just out in the sun, so of course she's gonna look a little brighter? What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I'm not totally buying that either. I think the only thing that confused me about what she said is when she talked about sunlight affecting her skin tone. That's an accurate statement in and of itself, but usually sunlight darkens skin. It doesn't brighten it.
Right.
So I'm a little. The only thing that was the only thing that confused me about what she said. Anytime I spend too much time in the sun, I get darker. Side note, I didn't even know that I could tan. I lived my whole life not thinking that I was capable of tanning, and I learned different. When I was a when I used to work events or assist with events in my previous employer, one of our events was an all-day outdoor yacht party.
Oh hell
yeah! Out in Destin. So it was a beautiful day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was in April or March, sometime like that. So it was hot, and I was wearing a shirt with sleeves. But we were out in the sun working this event, setting it up for the actual party for several hours. So the next day, I realized half of my arms were lighter, were like darker than the rest of my body, like the exposed areas. So like when I had a short sleeve shirt on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of the areas that the sun was hitting while I was outside all day was just darker than the rest of my body that the sun wasn't exposed to. And it was a clear distinction. I had no idea. That was the first time I learned that I was capable of tanning.
Nah, I ain't going for that. For real?
I didn't know. I swear to you, I did not know. That had never happened to me before. And like it was a line, a literal line where it was like dark and then light. So I later learned that they call that a farmer's tan. I didn't know this, and that I had this thing for like a year, like literally for like a year before my skin became the same tone all the way, like all throughout. Like there was this distinct coloration distinction was there for like a year before it all blended back in. My point is, when you are melanated and you're out in sunlight, you tend to darken, not necessarily get brighter. So that was the only thing that confused me about what she said. Having said that, I'm going to go ahead and be optimistic and give her the benefit of the doubt. When she defends herself against tanning, when she defends herself against having her skin bleached, I'm going to choose to believe her. But here's what I will say.
Okay.
If she isn't doing that, which I'm going to choose to believe her when she says she doesn't, then she's into some weirdo Hollywood makeup stuff that causes her to start looking like a Barbie doll. So whatever the case may be, she might not be directly resorting to measures of skin bleaching, but she might be into some weird alternative fountain of youth, alleged type secret stuff that only elites have access to, probably some kind of makeup kit that costs thousands of dollars, and she probably uses this stuff all the time, and it results in her looking not how she looked when she was actively playing and winning majors and doing all of this kind of stuff. Because I tend to agree that she doesn't look the same. I tend to agree that she doesn't look the same, but maybe there is a fine line between skin bleaching and makeup applications. I don't know. If one wants to make that claim, I wouldn't necessarily disagree. I will, at the end of the day, agree that it does look different, and the motivations behind doing that, take us back to our previous discussions talking about narcissism. There's perhaps an element of keeping up with the Joneses that she is, enthralled in, which leads her to considering some of these measures to make her look a particular kind of way. Maybe that is the case. I thought she looked perfectly fine without doing such things, but this is what these people do when they get up there and they have too much money and too much time without when they have too much time and too much money to spend that time spending it on stuff. So we'll see if she continues to try and be a makeup influencer on the internet and social media. I'm pretty sure these will continue to be claims that she will have to ward off. But for now, I'm willing to concede that it does look different. And whether it's intentional skin bleaching, I'll choose to believe that she's not doing that. But she's probably on some makeup stuff that she doesn't need to be on, other than the fact that she wants to be a part of some in crowd that does stuff like this just to do it, because that's just what these celebritantes do. So that's
Yeah,
my thoughts on that, but we'll see.
yeah, and last thing I'll say is I personally think she's doing something, and I feel like there is a thing that goes on within our community once you get up there, and I think it has something to do with marketability and whoever's in their ear, agent, other people, or whatever. I don't know how it actually goes down, but I think it has something to do with marketability. If you remember Kelly Rowland used to be the dark chocolate to Beyonce's milk chocolate, but nowadays Kelly Rowland's looking a little bit more milk chocolatey. Now people don't really change skin tones like that, unless they were already like you said, catching farmers tans. And by the way, I gotta look up the etymology of that term, because that sounds like slave tans. Because that's not slave, it's slave. That's slave tan, farmers tan. Like, where that came from? Yeah, I gotta get the origins of that. But all jokes aside, I really think that's something that goes on in these Hollywood circles where they do change skin tones. They do get brighter. And I think that up there in those circles, they have access to dermatologists that have access to certain kinds of things that give them an even coat of a different kind of shine, and I think they take it. So whether she wants, whether it's technically bleach, she's probably being technical. It's like, I'm not bleaching my skin. Okay, well, you're doing something.
I think it's a makeup thing. I think these people try these different makeup things, and it's all about like, making your skin more vibrant or radiant, or all of these different adjectives that are used to describe what these solutions and treatments are supposed to accomplish. But the end result is always lightness, is what that's the thing about it. But the thing is, what can you tell them? Because to them, they're using all natural, or they're using some sort of a supplement or ingredient that's supposed to enhance and make their skin and their what's some of these words that they use,
Radiant was
hyaluronic, or these words that I've never heard before, but now I'm seeing them on these ads now. Hyaluronic acids and all of these kind of things that are supposed to be healthy for your skin, and the healthiness always seems to result in some sort of a lightening effect. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we'll see, but her champions are going to come for you, bro. Like, that's the thing about it, is these women, these celebrities, the more you assert that this type of stuff is going on, because we're in this thing now where it's like, try this and do this to help with the healthiness of your skin, and do this and do that, and it's good for you and blah blah blah. But it's not that, and it's not bleaching, and it's not all of these other controversial concepts. And if you assert that it is as such, they're going to come for you, bro, because it's like live and let, it's like it's live and let live type thing. My whole thing is, it just, and I'm, this is the last thing I'll say. And I don't believe in coincidence. I don't think there's a such thing, but it just seems to me as though all of these exclusive, super advanced, high level types of dermatological solutions that people are trying to access more and more nowadays, when it comes to your skin being better, healthier, more vibrant, more firm, and all of this other stuff that they say it's supposed to achieve, more often than not tends to result in lightness. So I'm putting that out there, and you can call it what you want.
Hey, well, again, bro, she can assemble the rest of her Thundercats if she wants. Just you know what I'm saying? Just call me Skeletor, man. I'm out here to kick their ass. So if y'all got pressure for me, you know what I'm saying? I got more. We can have a real interesting conversation about this. But hey, honestly, guys, let us know down in the comment section, man. Do you guys feel like Serena was gaslighting us there? Or, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like she's telling the truth? That hey man, she was just taking pictures in the sun. It's bright outside. Of course she's gonna look a little different.
No.
All right. Let us know down in the comment section. Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Thundercats, where you at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all. The longer I've never been in the sun and gotten lighter. That's never happened. And I don't know if she's suggesting that maybe it was the reflection of the sun on the camera lens, and so maybe there was a brightening effect because of that. I don't know, but I've never been in the sun and the effect of that being I'm getting lighter. It's always been the opposite. But just, maybe all of y'all makeup experts out there, enlighten me, because it seems as though these new age advanced skin treatments tend to result in lightness. And so, shouldn't they be comprehensive and advanced enough that they make your skin healthy and firm and full and all of that good stuff, but retain the complexion? I would imagine they cost as much as they do. I would imagine that they should be able to achieve those things, but I'm also not a woman. I don't use makeup, so maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yep. Hey, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Shouts out to Malcolm Barrett on the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. He says supple is a term they use in regards to skin tightness. So I don't know, bro. I guess.
Supple.
Yeah. Shouts out to Serena, man. I still got love for you. I haven't watched tennis much since she retired.
Ain't nothing supple about that face, I'll tell you that. Sorry, man. Sheesh.